Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Shino, and this is episode 12. So last episode, we started on the warehouse. We did take the skeps over to the bees, and we got our fire brick clays cooking in the pit kilns. And we're going to do a little more continuation work. I don't know if I'm going to work on the warehouse again during this episode. I do need to do that, but between episodes, I was kind of clearing some inventory and taking stock of things. And one of the things that I'm realizing is that I need to create a more permanent, long-term solution to food. So we're going to kind of do a little bit of that during this episode. I do want to cover several things, and you'll see I do have an iron ingot here. We're going to do a little metal smithing here first, because we're going to need to do something that's going to allow us to clear more grass in less time. So we're going to make a side. There we go. All right, time. All right, we're going to hop into bed for just a few minutes. I did, as you'll see, I kind of cleaned everything up that was down here, moved it out. I had 4 ingots. I used 1 for the side. I moved my molds up here. I still have an overflow of molds that I need to take care of, but got those put into place. And I know I'm going to need some of that, and I think I got all my seeds already gathered up out there, so let's take a quick nap here, shall we? And yeah, you can see bad guys trying to swing at me through the wall there. Yep, I'm gonna take a nap, and I'll be back when we're ready to get started. All right, we're back. Hit the snooze button at least once during the night there. Got up a little later than I meant to. That's okay. Let's see. I did knock down some of this. You'll see that's gone now. Knocked down some of this. Starting to clear this area out a little bit. Did that right at the end of the last episode. As I said, we're going to, and I cleared out a bunch down on this end. We're going to be taking all this stone. We're going to be repurposing it for our own uses. So... Yep, and as you can see, this is not the last of my food, but we're getting down to the end of it. And of course, you know, I just saw, I don't know, run back over here real quick. Trying not to waste too much time, but I did see these yesterday that, yeah, they were going to start flowering in a day, so we'll start getting some berries here going. And with the flax grain that we're getting ready to harvest off over here, added with the berries, we can make some good porridge once we start cooking. So, our garden's going to be back over in this area. And one of the... How many shears I did? One of the things that I try to do in my building is try to use the landscape the way it is. It's okay, like, this is a gravel pit. You can't plant on gravel. So, you know, I'm probably going to end up having a little bit of the garden at this level and then some of the garden at this level. But that is going to be... This is all low fertility, medium fertility. So a lot of it's probably going to be down in this area. Okay, so we're going to start clearing this space out. Now these flowers, I don't want to get rid of them yet, but I do want to get rid of these. And so how's my inventory space? And we're going to be swapping out low fertility soil. So what I want to demonstrate here is I'm going to build one of these, probably not the whole thing on camera. I'll probably, break up time and come back to it. But we're going to demonstrate one of these, and then I'll end up off camera building the other 4 garden beds. And we're not going to have these all completely filled right off the bat. I know that, we don't have enough seeds for that, but we're going to be acquiring seeds as we go. All right. Okay, let me finish clearing this area out and I'll be right back. That is the size we're going to make it. So all I'm doing now is I'm just going to go through, I'm going to clean up all this grass. As you can see, this builds up a lot of grass. I've already got 16 full bales, another stack of grass. And going to be going for another stack here really quick. So this is one of those things, like I said, if you don't mind the slash and burn technique, go right ahead. But this is going to go a long way in feeding my animals. And I'm gathering this all up now. So this is going to be something that I'm not going to have to continually do throughout the winter months. I should be able to have a very nice stockpile of hay for the animals whenever we get to that time period, which will be coming up here pretty quick. But like I said, I usually will use a lot of the excess grain because this is farms of this size, and this is one. This is going to be one of 5. So there's going to be 5 plots that are this same size. And the reason I use this size here is I want to have several water sources that can help keep the ground hydrated during the growing season. And so what you'll end up doing, and I can show this, is this is going to be a fence that's going to go along there. So this is going to be the planted area in the field. So we're going to go 1, 2 over, and that will be a water block. 1, 2, and that'll be a water block. But it won't be a water block right at this spot. I'll just dig a hole here. 1, 2. So that'll be a spot. 1, 2. So is that it? 1, 2. No, right there. So that's where our water source block will be. Right there. And then on this side, same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2 will be right there. Okay. And then it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another water block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and another water block. And all the way down. Okay, so that's where the water blocks will be, and you'll have this whole area in here planted, ready to go. I used to go and dig like the long trench and fill the whole thing up with water, and then the space in between the water was just, you couldn't plant anything on it. So I like using this technique just a little better. I could go, I guess if I wanted to, I could go ahead and go 2 more blocks out, but I've never really done that. So this will work. So this will be garden plot number 1. We're going to put in, like I said, there's going to be 5 of these total. They're not going to be in line. This is going to be one here. Thinking about putting one going that direction, and then maybe another one down over in this area with just little paths between them, just to kind of meander through. We'll put another one back over in this direction, maybe heading that way. But there will be 5 plots. And the purpose behind having all 5 going is that I'll have one that will be planted in just the end crops for nitrogen crops, one that will be planted in just the phosphorus crops, and then I'll have one that's planted for just potassium crops. And then I'll have one that will be receiving supplements. So it'll be getting the potash on it, it'll be getting the bone meal, it'll be getting the oh gosh, I can't remember what it is. It's the stuff that grows underground. You find it underground everywhere. But anyways, it'll be receiving all of the all of those nutrients and supplements, and then letting it set fallow. And then there will be one that will already have received the supplements and will be sitting fallow as well. So that way, when we go to start rotating the crops again, the soil will be at fully amended. And that way, I'm also able to do that without having to use a whole lot of the terra preta. And I can reserve my terra preta for in the greenhouses. Okay. All right. Speaking of greenhouses, let's go over here. And I want to see if we have, I mean, I know we can harvest, but I just wanted to make sure that there was no plots that were still undeveloped. And that looks like they are all done. So that was my inventory. Not good. See if we can do something about that really quick. But yeah, you see that? 37 more bales. So that didn't take very long at all. I think the largest hay mound that I had built in one of my games took an entire chunk and was close to 40 blocks tall. By the time winter came along, and I'm just stair-stepping them. And you know, the nice thing about hay bales also is they do make good building blocks. If you are needing to do something, you can use those, make good building blocks. So they're easy to take down with just a hand, so you can save durability. And, oh, Mr. Pig, or Mrs. Pig. All right, let's see what we get. Beautiful. All right. Definitely have to make several trips here. What plant? Put that seed in there for now. And we're just going to throw this wild daisy down, just clear inventory a little bit. And let's make sure we get all this picked up. I want to see. Oops. There we go. And I want to see how much flax we get off of that one. All right, let's go plant those seeds over here. Now you do gain seeds, and we're going to do a little bit of math on that. I can't remember how many seeds were in there, but I think we ended up gathering quite a few extra seeds from that. So we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7, so that was 49. And we're currently setting at 61 seeds in there. So, not too bad. Let's convert these over into twine. So almost enough for 6 pieces of linen. So that's good. All right. We want to take that in with us. And we're going to go. Was there anything else that I needed to do out here before it gets too dark? I don't think there was. Let's see. Yep, flower in less than 1 day. That's. I don't think, you know, I was trying to see if I had enough, but you can't use conglomerate for a quern. That's the one bad thing about it. So I'm gonna have to go find some other stone for making our quern. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a look at my notes here. All right, folks, we're back. So, we got this harvested. I made some fences throughout the night. And we're going to go and line these up around our garden space. Now, I'm starting to see some jittering in the screen, in the frame rate. And this is something I said we was going to talk about this, and I never did. I did some testing on it, and it was inconclusive. But on the Aura Fury server, there is a mod they use. It's called Trade-O-Matic. And I wasn't having this problem until I installed the most recent update to that. Now, Aura Fury's gone to the version 1.15.6, which is now out. And I have not updated to 1.15.6 yet. So it's a very good possibility that this will get rectified once that new version goes out. So right now I'm not playing on the Aura Fury server. I still have that mod installed on this version of the game. The version of the game that I'm playing on my other computer does not have it. And I have not been experiencing the jitteriness on my other computer. So, you know, it's either A, it's going to be this computer, or it is something with one of the mods. And I'm going to put the gate here. So fences, one of the things you'll realize about fences. Okay, so this is not secure. If I was planting in here and there was rabbits, they could hop up on here and hop down into there. So not going to be planting yet. I'll usually go in if I'm just going to be doing a 2-high fence or a single high fence. I'll put a slab up on top of that. But I kind of like in some areas going with 2-high fences. This will not be an instance where I'll use a 2-high fence. So I'll be coming and putting slabs on it. But a lot of times when I do my fences, I like to put in 2-high. And that's one because of snow. As snow starts to build up, you can get up on top of these. Animals will be able to get in. Snow sometimes had, in the times past, had an instance of being able to negate a fence altogether and delete it. And so just having that past experience, I just decided just to no longer do single high fences. So if I do a single high fence, I will come in, I'll put a slab. I'll actually run a line of slabs all the way down here. So I'll have pine slabs running all the way around the perimeter of this when we're done. Okay. So I wanted to get that done, and I've got some more, so I'll be able to come in and do some more. So there's a beginning to our garden space. And next thing I want to do, there's just a lot of things that just need to get done. So this may be an episode of starts. This area over here is going to be, the garden shed. This is where I'll keep all the seeds at. This is where I'll have a quern that will be turning bone meal. Saltpeter, I remembered what it was between while I was taking a little break there. But I'll keep saltpeter, potash, bone meal all in this area. I'll store soils in this area. You know, everything that has to do with plants, and even like pots and things like that will go on there. On this side of this opening is going to be the leatherworking area. And so it's going to be down in this area, and it's going to be on here because the animals are going to be farmed out in this area out here. That's why the hay's here. So we're going to... I made one barrel. Now we're going to make some more because we definitely need lots of barrels here. And so barrels are... Let me look that up again. It is... I know it's 4 sticks. There it is. Yeah, like that, right down the middle. Barrels do not stack. So as you make them, you'll have to just kind of remember that you're not gonna be able to stack them. Okay, and we are gonna want lots of barrels. And I have mentioned this before. Sometimes I will have a lot of barrels going at one time when I'm making the leather. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. That's good. And then let's get these over here. And then I'm going to come over 2 spots, 1, 2, and then here. And I'm going to have to get some more sticks before I can go any farther. So add that to my notes. Let's go over here and get our bucket. And you know what? That was the dumbest thing that I've done. Is that I built the reason I'm putting a tunnel through that hill so I don't have to run around it. And I think we need water in this. There we go. That is why I'm putting a tunnel through here. So we're going to have a hallway entrance into different little shops along this side. So we'll have our cellar will be in there. We'll have a staircase going to the 2nd story up there where our kind of hideout place is going to be. We'll have, like I said, the garden shed will be out here. The tannery will be over on this side. And then we're going to put a couple other buildings up over the top of this. Some of the buildings that we do will be for use, and some will just be for show. All right. This is going to take us a little bit. So it's 50 liters of water per barrel. And there we go. A little closer over this way. So we're going to need barrels for lime water. We're going to need barrels for weak tannin, and we're going to need barrels for strong tannin. And we're going to be cycling these through. And the barrels that we're going to do here, can I not reach it? Oh. Get you out of the way first, maybe. There we go. The barrels that we're going to be doing here are going to be where we're going to start the wheat tannin at. We're going to start wheat tannin in all these areas here, and then we will get started into, once they're done, then you take the wheat tannin, you turn it into strong tannin. So a little bit of a process, and it's several days. So, you know, we talked about, like with the bees, we want to kind of get things started early with the bees. And same thing here, we need to get this stuff going here pretty quick. No more delays. Speaking of no more delays, if you haven't done so, go ahead and hit the like button on this video. And if you haven't done so, also hit notifications. Been seeing a lot of wonderful activity with people visiting my channel, liking videos, leaving comments. Absolutely love it. I love the interaction. Thank you all so much for your comments. So let's keep that going. All right, that's done. So we're going to need to make another barrel. And trying to remember if I think the only thing I gathered up over here was walnut already. Let's go check. That's pine. That's walnut. Yep, that's all I've got. More sticks. I know I've got a bunch of oak trees that are growing. No, there's not. You know what? I think I only had 2 or 3. Pine. Yeah, we're going to have to go find some more oak trees. So before we demolish this tree, we're going to try to get a few more saplings off of it. There's one. Now, you know what? It does seem like I did go grab a bunch of oak. You know, it's one of those things. I've actually have my own private game that's going. I have a copy of this game that is on my other computer. And I mentioned this before. I'll go and do some exploring on it, and I will go through some episodes as far as what do I want to do, make notes, and kind of script out. And so sometimes, you know, I get done and I got done playing in one game or one area, and then thinking to myself, did I do that in this one, or was that another one? Let's plant that one. Plant, and we're going to take the rest of these. We're going to plant them over here. And is that a bull? Am I going to have to fight a bull? It is a bull. There we go. Okay. I'll come back for you. I'm going to have to get a knife made. All right. Oh, that looks like oak. Nope, that's maple. That pine, walnut. There we go. That is only enough to get one drum going. So that's what we're going to do. It takes 5 logs in a barrel. You hit seal, and it will take 24 hours for that to turn into wheat tannin. So, yep, I'm going to have to go out and do some more gathering of trees, and I'm going to have to get a lot of oak together. Yeah, that's all the pine that I planted. Yeah, I do have quite a few trees that have been planted out here and I'm waiting to grow. And let's check and see if this is the oak. It seems like I did have a bunch of oak seeds. No, that's pine that I had planted. birch, and oak. There we go. Okay, so I do have oak. 10 days. Yeah, I can't wait that long. Okay. Yep, I'm going to have to go out and gather up some more. All right. Hey, I think I'm going to call this episode complete. A lot of little odd and end stuff we're doing. I do have several things that I want to get done between episodes. You know, I need to gather up a lot more resources. We're going to have to get this done. So I think between episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to fire this fire brick. Let's check on these. Yeah, they're done. Okay. So I'm going to swap these out. I'm going to continue to fire the fire brick, get these all converted over. I'm going to make a bunch of bloomeries. And then I had shown on the map where this hill over here has a lot of quartz in it. So I'm going to go in there and pull out a lot of quartz and start making up glass. I'm going to continue working on the fields here. And try to go get some more oak. It seems like I had marked a spot with some oak on it when I was gathering up that other oak. That green dot probably. Yep, oak trees. So, yep, here's where the oak trees are right up here. So I'll have to run back up there and grab some more oak trees. So, yeah, several things that I need to get done. Okay, folks, thanks for joining me. This has been Shino. This has been episode 12. Hope you have a great Sunday, and we'll talk to everybody again on Wednesday. Take care.